Hey, what's up, YouTube? This is Green Valor, and today I'm talking about this abortion bill, which, for some fucked up reason, in my country, everybody's freaking out about. Now, it applies to Alabama, which it's Alabama. It's obviously a very red state and pretty Christian themes. All I hear from Alabama, because of guys I know in the States, or because the company I work for has a plant out in Alabama, is it's full of cocaine and racism. Now, I don't know what Alabama's really about, but that's what I hear. So I'm not surprised about this bill at all. But from what I gather, this is from the New York Times, and they're far left outlets, so they wouldn't lie about what the bill contains, I'm sure. Um, Apparently, the only people really affected by this right now seem to be doctors performing the procedure. Um, According to this article, and I don't know how accurate they are, but they're far left. So if they could find some way to pin this where it's like women would be screwed and might go to jail over this, they would obviously include it. But looks like women will not be prosecuted for getting the abortion, but doctors will. And there are two reasons for this. The first is the moral view of abortion in likely a red state, very Christian state. You're committing murder in the eyes of the law at that point because it's considered a human being because of this, whatever, the heartbeat bill or whatever. That's why it's considered so serious. And when you're a doctor performing the abortion, that's also considered a form of medical malpractice because you're not supposed to be doing that in that field. And so it's more serious. Now, 99 years in prison, a little much. I'll say. I'll say. Now, I am pro-life, a little biased, but yeah, 99 years, a little much. Now, states are a lot closer than provinces, and Canada, I mean, I don't know how much bigger or smaller it is compared to the United States, but it seems like you could just go to another state and get your abortion done. Just saying, like, it seems like an obvious workaround, but apparently everyone, including my Canadian friends, are freaking the fuck out about this, and it's just the memes and the posts are getting out of hand, and I'm tired of seeing it. Like it literally doesn't affect Canada at all. I don't care. I don't. Our conservatives are not gonna make abortion illegal, so it doesn't. They're not running on that platform. It's not gonna happen. So people should stop freaking out. It's Alabama. What did you expect? But everybody's freaking out. And it's like it's all over my fucking newsfeed, and oh god, these ads. Just every article I go on is just filtered. I gotta put ad block back on. I don't care about this. Abortion is not outlawed right now. Yeah, and from what I gather, it's not. It's still a bill. It's not a law. It's a bill, and it got overwhelmingly approved to go to the next step to become a law. But they still have to rework it. And from what I understand, the big issue in this, because the New York Times did state that the bill excludes cases of, like medical necessity for the abortion. Obviously, it makes sense. Even popes have said in these cases we can't even really say no at that point. I mean, it's one life or another. But they're saying, in cases of rape or incest, it does not exempt and you cannot get the abortion. So, and it doesn't seem like they're going to be going in favor of that either way, these lawmakers in Alabama. So that's what people are freaking out over. And I just don't give a shit. It doesn't apply to my country. I don't know why people on my friends list who are just straight up Canadian are just freaking out about it, and they gotta calm down because it has nothing to do with them. And it just seems like there's an easy workaround. I know I may be like insensitive about this, but literally doesn't apply to Canadians. And it's either I've got buddies on my friends list who are just making memes about this, or I've got buddies who are just like getting more progressive by the minute, I guess. I don't know. It's just, I wish people would stop freaking out about this bill, especially in my country. Leave it to the states. If they want to argue with it, go ahead. But it's just like, my argument is you have to understand the morality is not the same as yours, and that they view the abortion as like actual murder. And that's where you just don't agree. And that's up to state law, and that's what they decided. So, anyways, that's all I have to say about that. I'm kind of sick of seeing it. I hope people on in Canada will just stop freaking out about it because that's nothing to do with us, and it's Alabama, cocaine and racism.